Welcome back to another special bonus episode of the MFR Coaches podcast. I wanted to talk to all of you out there that are thinking, maybe you listen to this podcast regularly, you come to all of the webinars that I offer, you're on my email list, but you're sitting there thinking, I can't afford this and I can't think of a way to afford joining coaching. I just want you to know that you are totally normal. You might also have the thought, I've never spent that much money before. I was just like you. I really wanted help in my business and I was consuming podcasts, consuming things online, Googling like how to have an MFR business, how to sell MFR, Googling all of these things and trying to teach myself. Only it was almost impossible because I didn't have the key ingredient, which was the support. I'm very smart. I can do a lot of things on my own, but I can do it even better and even faster and with less yuckiness when I have the right tools and the right support and the right help. So let's think about all of the ways you have already spent $3,000 in your lifetime all at once. And when you join my program, just so you know, you don't drop $3,000 all at once. You drop $500 6 times over 6 months, okay? And there's no added fees and there's no added interest to doing that. You can pay in full if you want, however. When I first met my very first coach, I was talking to her and she did a sales call with me and she said it was going to be $5,000. And I instantly felt like I was going to die. And my response to her was, I have to ask my husband. And my other response was, I've just never spent that much money before, which was really a lie. Like I've bought cars before. I've bought a boat before. I've bought 2 houses, actually 3 houses by now. I have spent that much money all at once, more than that, right? A mortgage on a house is way more than $5,000, not the payment necessarily, but the overall cost of it. And when we lie to ourselves and we tell ourselves that we've never done something, doing the thing we want to do seems very, very, very scary. Am I right? I think I am. So I want you to look for all of the ways where you tell yourself and reiterate that you can't afford something or that you've never spent that much, and tell yourself the truth. How can you afford not to be fully booked? How can you afford not to know how to talk about and sell MFR? How can you afford not to know how to plan for and pay for your taxes in full? How can you afford not to know how to negotiate a good contract when you are renting a space? How can you afford not to know what policies and procedures to have in place? All of that costs you a lot of time and a lot of money. If you get a lot of no-shows and you don't know how to handle it, that costs you hundreds and hundreds of dollars each and every day or each and every week if you don't know how to handle it. Not to mention the cost of underpricing your services and not knowing how to price them efficiently and effectively and based on facts and data. That is costing you hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of your practice. So the sooner you learn these skills and the sooner you have these tools at your disposal and the support at your disposal, you can start making your money back. I want you to know that over 80% of clients inside foundations, and we're talking close to 200 people, made their money back within 90 days. That's a huge number of people, and most of them earned their money back even sooner. And we have a lot of things in place to help you do this too. We have multiple onboarding calls that you will be invited to. Just the new people are invited. You get a special email with the Zoom link, and you will be invited over the 90 days to attend those onboarding calls to get specialized coaching and orientation to the group and all of the assets, so you know exactly what to use and exactly what questions to ask yourself to find out what to focus on first. So there is a lot of support, a lot of extra support in those first 90 days to make sure you know exactly how to consume and use the program according to what your business and what you need the most support with. But let's go back to this idea of not being able to afford it. I think when we tell ourselves we can't afford something or we've never paid that much money before, it creates this like bubble of false safety. I remember when I said that to my coach, I just felt like it was the truth. And I felt like it was kind of a relief to say that out loud so that she wouldn't pressure me into buying from her, which she never did, right? She just said, I have this thing. Do you want it? This is what it looks like to get it. This is the cost. And this is what we'll do once you pay. And I was just thinking like, oh shit, like if I do this, if I spend this, it was $5,000 for me, I'm going to actually have to change. I'm going to have to actually do some stuff that I don't want to do. It felt very, very, very scary. And if you're feeling that right now, I just want you to know, like, I see you and I get it. I know how freaking frightening it is to have to change. And I also know what it feels like to want to change, but not know what it is that you need to do to create the outcome that you want, right? You can want to raise your prices, but not know how to do it. And so you do it $5 at a time and you go through all of this drama and hardship $5 at a time and under earn for years and years and years. That feels worse, trust me, than the actual changes that you're going to make in order to be the therapist and the business owner that you have the potential to be. So when you're telling yourself you can't afford it, you're really just saying, I'm too scared to figure this out. I don't want to have to figure this out. I don't want to change. I really want to just stay safe and stay small. And that sucks because you're an MFR therapist. You're already a total badass just for learning, just for having the audacity and the desire and the delusion to change your practice, right? You're already that type of person. You're already the type of person that takes risks and does things based on knowing or having that feeling in your body, that gut feeling that this can really make a difference. So why stop there with the tool set, right? You've got to learn how to sell, how to talk about myofascial release, how to set your prices based on facts and data, and have support while you do it. Imagine learning MFR skills out of a book. Imagine never hearing John's voice in your ear as you're learning myofascial release. And there will come a time where people do learn it without John, right? His skills will outlive him. Imagine, though, not being able to go to seminars to learn these hands-on tools. You're just doing it, learning it out of a book, or maybe you're learning it on YouTube, and how shitty that would feel and the experience of that versus hearing it from John, experiencing it live at a seminar with other people in the room and the other instructors instructing you and guiding you so that you don't observe something incorrectly and then start applying it incorrectly. But we don't give ourselves the same support for our businesses. So there's lots of application in business that's being done incorrectly because we just think we should be born knowing it, which is just so funny to me. If everybody could do a business and never need support, every single person would be in business for themselves because let's just face it, it's fun to have a business that you get to control and you get to work when you decide to work it. But it's even more fun when you know exactly how to work your business, how to work in it, how to work on it, how to take breaks from it. That's actually the fun and enjoyable part of owning a business. The rest of it is kind of stressful and confusing and frustrating and overwhelming and kind of shitty sometimes. That's why you want support. So for those times that you can't always predict are going to be there, for those times where a client gives you a bad review or a client says no when you know that you can help them, knowing how to have those conversations with clients and knowing that nothing has gone wrong and being able to keep going and not make those interactions mean that you need to quit your business are worth so much. There's so much value in not quitting, in not playing small, in not hiding when times get tough. And those are the skills. Those are the lifelong skills that you will learn inside my program. So even if you come in and you stay for a year and you never come back, you will have everything you need to make your business an incredible business. All you have to be willing to do is invest in yourself and your business, understand that it costs money to make money, show up and ask your business every day, what does my business need? And get coached on the things that come up that feel sticky, that make you want to throw up, the things that you would rather walk on Legos instead of doing. Get coached on all of those things and supported. And remember that when you tell yourself you can't afford something, you're just shutting a door on the possibility to helping your clients more effectively and more efficiently, getting them to the results with MFR. So if you can't afford it, your clients can't either. Think about that too. I want you to be able to overcome their objections to being able to afford the things that you offer. All right, I'll be back with another episode soon. And before that, make sure you go to www.themfrcoach.com/foundation. Scroll down on the page to join now. Click that button. It will take you to another area on the page where you can book a one-on-one sales call with me. And during that 20-minute conversation, you can ask me any questions that you have. I'm going to help diagnose the problem in your business and tell you how we can fix that together. If you're ready to join, go to www.themfrcoach.com/foundation. You can click the link to join now. You have the choice to check out and make the 6 payments of $500 or one pay in full payment of $3,000. And I can't wait to start working with your business. I can't wait to see you go from I can't afford it to I should have done this years ago. It's going to be a fun transformation and it's available for you. So let's get going. All right, I'll see you next time.